Hello, Math 4A trigonometry friends out there in online world. This is your instructor, your online teacher whom you rarely see or hear from. I guess you do on the videos. But anyway, I hope you're doing well out there. I am dialing in with you here in the middle of what are we in week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. Wow, we're in the middle of week 6. We're almost a third of the way. We almost a third of the way through the semester. Anyway, we have an exam coming up this weekend. I'm sure you know exam number 2 is due by Sunday at midnight. It's already open. You can take it anytime by Sunday at midnight. Like always, you can use all the notes you want. And I hope you're definitely using my notes plus your own notes. Right here on the home page, click on notes, and then, there's the exam 2 notes. There's both the PDF and a Word doc version. Either one, you can download them. You can print them out and use them during the exam, and they'll help you. Especially you want to use that unit circle. You know what I mean? Like here, let me show you. Here they are. Here's the exam 2 notes. So here's the first page of the unit 2 exam 2 notes. You want to use that unit circle, right? That's a huge part of this exam. And then there's the rest of the notes on graphing, sine, and cosine and stuff like that. Anyway, I hope you're making use of that and that's working well for you. 8.3 is due tonight, and then we have a review quiz tomorrow, Thursday, for 8.3. Those review quizzes, they're meant to serve you to help you see how ready you are getting for the exam, because they're like an exam. They have a timer, there's no videos, right? You just have one try in each question. You can redo the whole quiz as many times as you want, but only one try, first pass through. So anyway, the exams are where the points are at. So the best thing to do to get ready for the exam, I hope you know, is the practice exam. So come over here to assignments. Let me show you. Click on assignments, upcoming assignments. There's exam 2, but there's practice exam 2. They're the same thing, except the practice exam is just a big homework assignment where you have infinite tries and videos. Click on practice exam 2. It's extra credit. So students always ask me, what's extra credit? It's the practice exams. Each one of those practice exams is 1% extra credit. We have 5 exams and the final, which has a practice final as well. So that's 6 practice exams, each worth 1%. That's 6% of your grade. If you do all those, you're going to get 6% extra credit. That'll take you from an 84, a middle B, up to a 90, an A. Take you from a 74, a middle C, to an 80, a B, etc. So do those practice exams, get that extra credit, but more importantly, it'll help you get ready for the actual exam. Click on start here. I'm on practice exam 2. First question. There we go. And see the videos down here. Whenever you need help, you have infinite tries. You can ask it for more and more. Specifically, here's what I want to talk about specifically. What students have trouble with on this exam is usually the graphs, specifically of sine and cosine. Tangent's not too bad, but sine and cosine, those are hard. Especially coming in here. Let me show you like that one, working backwards to the equation, or that one. And then these kind where you have to graph it yourself. Remember, use the tool down here. I don't know if you caught it in the video. See how this first tool is better for making cosines, and the second tool is better for sines. Why? Because the first tool, see how the red dots are top and bottom? Remember, cosine is all about top and bottom. If you didn't get that, look back at the videos, dial in with me, meet me in my office. I'd be glad to explain all that to you. The second one, the tool, the red dots are in the middle and then the top. So the middle is all about sine. Remember, sine is all about middle, middle, middle. See those videos where I showed you how to graph sine and cosine? This is a cosine graph, for example. So I would come in here and go, hey, this one, he has nothing added or subtracted next to x. So he starts at 0. Cosines always start at the top. So it'd be 3 up there. And then the period, you have to calculate it. I'm not showing the calculation, but it's 2 pi over b, 2 pi over 2/5. Flip that up. It's going to be 5 pi. We go over here. It's going to finish one U shape. Cosine is always a U shape. Up for positive cosine, down for negative. It's going to be a U shape like that. Ending, see how it ends at 5 pi? See how my first U ends at 5 pi? And it's going to go, you see the center is 0, up 3, down 3, like that. See how it starts at 3, goes down to 0, goes up, and it finishes here, finishes one U shape at 5 pi. The period's 5 pi. How did I calculate that? I took 2 pi over 2/5. You can do it on Desmos if you want. I took, because it's 2 pi over, and this will be 2/5. See that? And oh, that might be kind of hard for you to tell in Desmos, but that is 5 pi is what that is. Yeah, I would probably do it by hand. You find out it's 5 pi because that 2/5 flips up 5 halves. Anyway, I'm not meaning to do a lot of math teaching here. Do those in the videos. That's how I knew it would stop at 5 pi. And so you see that's the right answer, right? And then you get one like this. That's a cosine. This one's a sine. Now, this one's a lot harder. It's a sine. So it's got a phase shift. There's all kinds of things. These are tricky. Let me just do one quick one with you. So, because I do want to show one thing which might be easier for you. All you have to do is see how it has a number added, subtracted, next x. The opposite of that is where it's going to start. So what's the opposite of negative pi over 6? Positive pi. So right here, the graph's going to start right here, positive pi over 6. This number out here, this 1, that's the middle. So here's the middle. Now I'm going to use this tool, not the first one. This one's for cosines. We don't want that one. I want the second tool because the red dot's in the middle. Sine is all about the middle. So the middle's going to start right here, pi over 6, up 1. How do I know? Because plus 1, that means up 1. That's the middle height. This minus pi over 6, the opposite. Take the opposite of the number next to it. It says positive pi over 6. That's where it starts. Okay. Now, how high is it going to go? Well, this number in the front here, this 2, that tells you it's going to go up 2 and down 2 from the middle. So from right here, it's going to go up 2 and down 2. Okay, so there we go. Now, question is, where's it going to end one full cycle? Well, that's about the period. And the period is 2 pi over b. And here's the b. The b is right here, this number that's in front of x. 2 pi over 2 is pi. It's pi. So the period, the width, is pi. So if it starts at pi over 6 and goes pi, it's going to end at 7 pi over 6. Or it's going to end right here, but I got to make a U shape that ends there. Like that. And it's going to go, what did it say? Up to 2, no, up 2. So up to 3 and down to -1. Like that. Now mine's off a little. Let's see if it'll take it. Yeah, it's forgiving. It took it. Mine's off a little bit, honestly. I come back here. I really should have adjusted this a little better to be right there on 1, but it took it anyway. And then this part's supposed to end at 7 pi over 6. There. It's hard. It's sensitive, isn't it? Anyway, good enough. Oh, whoops. No, I put another one. Don't do that. Anyway, the original's right. See, it starts at pi over 6 because that's opposite of this. Whatever's opposite of ours starts there. It goes up, down, and it finishes right here. See, this is the end of sine. Remember, sine is middle, middle, middle. Right here at 7 pi over 6. How did I come up with that? Because it started at pi over 6, and the period is pi. How to get that? 2 pi over b. B is 2 here. 2 pi over 2 pi. So if you take pi over 6 and you add pi, you get 7 pi over 6. Pi over 6, add pi. Because you know, like if I was to say, hey, I'm going to go to the movies at 1 o'clock, and it's a 2-hour movie. I'm going to get out at 3. You take the 1, you add the 2. Right? If you know when something starts and you add how long it is, you know when it's going to end, right? Starts at 1 o'clock, 2-hour movie, ends at 3. So if we start at pi over 6 and it's a pi movie, how to get that? That's the period. Period is how long the movie takes. 2 pi over b. 2 pi over 2. The movie's pi. So take pi over 6, add pi, you end up 7 pi over 6. Do you know how to do that? You can go into Desmos. You can add pi. Just do 1 plus, or sorry, 1/6 pi over 6 plus 1 pi. What do you get? Make that a fraction. 7/6. 7/6 pi. So I just took off the pi's. It's 1/6 pi plus 1 pi is 7/6 pi. See this over here? This allows you to enter decimal fraction. So those they should have pi's in front, but I'm not going to put in pi's. It'll confuse Desmos. But yeah, so I just took pi over 6. I added a full pi with common denominator. Watch that in the videos. Be glad to help you with that online. Ends up at 7 pi over 6. That's where it finishes one cycle. And you saw it was right. Not going to be right now because I have another graph in there. Anyway, I would be glad to help you. These are really tough. These are tough for students. I have office hours on Thursday, 11:30 to 1. I'm on Zoom, and 4 to 5. Be glad to meet you at other times. Let me show you. Back to the home page. Yeah, leave this. Go back. So do that practice then. Practice exam number 2. Do it again and again and again and again. Get your extra credit. Get you ready for the exam. Come on down here. Click on my picture. There I am, Tuesday, Thursday, 11:30 to 1, 4 to 5. I'm on Zoom. But here's my cell number. Send me a text. Be glad to meet you. I've already met with students online, help them for half an hour, 10, 15 minutes, maybe half an hour, and I can get you going on these graphs. I've done it for others. Be glad to do it for you. Get you solid for this exam that's coming up this weekend. Send me a text or just show up on Zoom. Where's the Zoom link? On the home page. The Zoom link is right above my picture. There's my picture. There's the Zoom link. I'm there. All right, guys. I'll sign off on this longer video. Hope you're doing well and getting ready for that exam. Have a good rest of your week.